And this whole time, right, all these years, Isaac thought that Esau would be the one to change and to spiritualize, right? But that pivotal moment in history, Isaac's entire worldview just shattered at that moment. At that moment, he realized that it wasn't Esau that would adopt the trait of spirituality, but it was Jacob that would adopt the trait of trickery. Right? He realized that Jacob would need to be the one that lives and thrives in the world of spirituality, but is also able to master and control the world of material physicality when he needs to. It's not in his comfort zone. It doesn't come easy to him, but if he needs to, he can control that side of things also and flex that muscle when he needs to. But there's a catch, a huge catch, right? Esau lets out this primal scream and he weeps. And he screams, "Father, do you not have a blessing for me?" And indeed, Isaac does have a blessing for Esau. He says, "Behold, of the fatness of the earth shall be your dwelling, and of the dew of the heavens above. By your sword you shall live, but by your brother you shall serve. Yet it shall be that when you are aggrieved, you may cast his yoke from upon your neck." And that, my friends, is where it's at. That's what spoke to me the most from this entire Torah portion. What does that mean? When you're aggrieved, you may cast the yoke from upon your neck. Aggrieved of what? Well, the entire premise of Jacob, slyly securing Esau's blessing is that Esau would misuse it, right? That Esau would not use the material abundance he was blessed with for a spiritual purpose. And that's the reason that Jacob justified needing both blessings. Well, if Jacob starts to accrue material abundance and material wealth and physicality, and he himself is not using it for spiritual ends, well, I think that by all definitions, we would say that Esau would be legitimately aggrieved. And now, my friends, that's, I think, what we're seeing right now in America, as Jew hatred is rearing its ugly head in a very visceral, hateful way, a new type of way that we've never seen. Jews are always like, the Holocaust can never happen again, thinking that it would be an exact replay or that it would even be a Holocaust. They're always trying to look back, but it's a new thing. And I think we're seeing this new thing unfold. And we're seeing that grievance of Esau come to life. And what are the grievances that we're hearing making their way into mainstream discourse in America? The Jews own everything, that they're cruel and selfish and vicious landlords who have come into America and dug all these wells and acquired all these sheep and all this wealth at the expense of the people who it really belongs to. Right? The latest massive unparalleled wave, I think it started really with Kanye West. And what did he say? What was his grievance? He claimed that his Jewish managers and the Jewish elite in Hollywood stole his wealth and that they steal everything from everybody. And we hear the accusations that Jews own the media and that they're poisoning the American soul. They're not using the media to teach spirituality and godliness, but with toxic, sick perversions. We're seeing this play out before our eyes with, the grievance of the well stoppers in Gerar and the grievance of Esau himself. We're seeing that play out right now. It's almost as if we can hear the words of Esau through Kanye and through Kyrie and through their mouths. These are not the real Jews. They've stolen the title. They stole what is ours. We're the real Jews. The blessing is rightly ours. Just as last week, this is one of the marches of this quickly growing movement of the Holocaust-denying Black Hebrews. Ben made me, he said I should mention that it's not all the Black Hebrews are like this. That this is a subsect of them. That some of them are very Zionist. I don't know. But I know that this is the prevalent strain that is growing. And here they are in the streets shouting, "We're the real Jews." Okay. You know, Kyrie Irving, he posted this link to this documentary denying the Holocaust. The Hebrews are the blacks are the new Hebrews. And when he was demanded to apologize, he said, I'm not going to apologize. I have an army defending me and backing me up. And that's true. What we saw there's the tip of the spear. There's an army being formed. And, you know, it doesn't matter that these accusations are pointed at a certain very specific subset of Jews that my friend Avi Abel calls the Genos, you know, Jews in name only. Some people call them the Erev Rav. That doesn't matter that it's a very small percentage. What matters is that the words of the portion are manifesting themselves with uncanny accuracy as the Jews in the exile are repeating the same mistakes that have caused us to be expelled so many times in the past. And the posture, the disposition of much of America is changing towards the Jewish people. I don't know if you guys see it. I'd be really interested to know if you're seeing it also from your perspectives from over there, from around the world. But a lot of people, the Jews, they're just afraid to see it. One of the visitors to the farm, he said, it's happening slowly enough. You know, he said, I feel like lobsters that are slowly boiling in water. And he said to me, he looked me in there, he said, I've always wondered, why didn't the Jews in Germany see the writing on the wall and leave when they could? He says, now I know. That's what he said, now I know. Me, I'm that. And he doesn't have plans to move to Israel to make Aliyah. The cognitive dissonance that is possible is just so overwhelming. But my friends, in the land of Israel, the very opposite is transpiring. We're actually going from Jacob to Israel. Well, you know, on the one hand, the younger generation is coming back to Hashem and studying Torah with fervor and with depth that far surpasses the Torah study anywhere else in the world. That's what's happening here at the land of Israel. Far surpasses the Torah study of anywhere else. You know, at the same time, we have an army. We have our own police. We have our own government. You know, within the land, we're returning to spirituality with a zeal that we have never seen, right? Hakol kol Yaakov. We're clearing our throat. We're finding our voice, and our voice is indeed the voice of Jacob. But at the same time, our hands are the hands of Esau. We have our M16s. We have our weapons. We're bravely fighting enemies that outnumber us from every side, and we're succeeding, and we're emerging victorious. We don't want to fight. We don't want war. We don't want to kill, but if need be, we have the blessing from our forefather Isaac that we can.